of 2.5 centimeter external diameter and 1.28 centimeter internal diameter encloses a copper rod of 1.6 centimeter diameter to which it is rigidly joined at the end. Okay. If at a temperature of 20 degrees centigrade there is no longitudinal stress, calculate the stresses in the rod and the tube when the temperature is raised to 10 degrees centigrade, and other properties are given, that is E and alpha. So here this is the steel tube. Okay, this is the internal and external diameter of the steel tube, and inside it is a copper, and at the end both are firmly fixed. That what is the meaning of that? The elongation of the both are equal. So here the same procedure whatever we are using. See here it is asked only for the 4 marks. Okay, you need to do fatafat very quickly. So here what is happening when you increase the temperature? So it is based on the alpha, which one produces tensile and which one produces the compressive. So alpha value is more for the copper. So alpha C greater than alpha S. So this will produce the compressive and this will produce the tensile. How? We will see again this. This is the steel here, S for steel, and this is the copper. This is the copper. Always you try to draw this diagram quickly so that you no need to remember the formulas also. So this is the initial stage, the original one, and when the temperature increased it will go like this, and this is the with the temperature. So what is the deflection with the temperature? Delta T. Okay, and what is the steel? Steel will go only up to here. Why? Because it is a the alpha value is different, so small, so it is a value. But what is the final value? This is the final value. So we need to make sure that this position will reach this and this position will reach this. How it will reach? You need to apply tensile force here, and you need to apply compressive force here. So compression in the copper and tensile in the steel, and because of those forces, what is the delta formed here? F, delta F, and here it is a delta F C. Okay, this distance, and here this is the distance. So what is the final delta? That is from here to here. Final delta for the both are same, so you need to equate. And apart from that, what are the forces that are developed here? In the steel, tensile force, and in the copper, what is the force that is developed? Compressive. And in the absence of any other forces or external or anything, then here compressive force will become tensile force. That means Fc equal to Fs equal to, let's say this is the F here, and one more thing is delta. So delta is the same for both. So delta for the copper, how to write? Delta Ct minus, because from here to here it is from here to here minus this. So that is a delta F for the copper. That is equal to the delta S for the temperature plus delta F for the steel here. Okay. So this is the formula, and from this formula again I will take these two at this one side. So what is the delta F? Delta F of the steel because of the force, that is let's say F only, because the Fc equal to Fs equal to F, and LC divided by LC also I will keep Ly, because L is the same for copper and as well as the steel. AS and ES, okay, for the steel, plus FL divided by ACEC. How I am writing? I have taken this to the other side, and first I have written the value for this, and next I have written the value for this. Here I have written force value, that is why the areas are coming. Instead if you write the stress, then the area won't come here. Equal to this one, copper, minus this. Okay, what is the formula? L alpha delta T. So L alpha, L is same for both, and delta T also same for both. Okay, so alpha C minus alpha S. That is the formula here. And if I substitute these values, L will get cancelled. Why? Because L is same in all the cases. Then F equal to alpha C is how much here? Alpha C is 20 in minus 12 into 10 power minus 6 into what is the delta T, that is 190 degrees, because it is a 20 degrees to the 210. So 190 degrees divided by the same formula. So what is that? 1 divided by AS. What is the value of AS? I have already calculated AS there. So what is the AS? AS is this hollow, by excluding the hollow, remaining is the AS. So that is a 2.36 centimeter square. It coming in terms of centimeter square. Okay, for the time being we will keep in the centimeter square. Otherwise you can change that also. Okay, so here 2.36 into see what is the what we need to substitute here? ES. Okay, ES is how much? 210 into 10 power how much? Gigapascal. So 9. Actually this is in the centimeter, so we need to convert it to the meter. So how to convert meter? 1 centimeter equal to, otherwise 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter, otherwise 1 centimeter equal to 10 power minus 2 meter. So 10 power minus 2 whole square, then it will become 10 power minus 4. Okay, plus in case of this copper, 1 divided by what is the area? 2.01 into 10 power minus 4 in terms of meter. Okay, and what is the E value? EC 100 into 10 power 9. Okay, this is the total value here. So after simplification, what is the value of the F that you get here? You will get a F value equal to 51.40 kilonewton. This is the F value, and by using this F value you can calculate the stresses. For example, sigma C, that is the stress in the copper, which is a compressive here. Okay, sigma C equal to F divided by AC, that is a 51.40 into 10 cube divided by what is the value of AC, that is a 2.01. So it is a into 10 power minus 4. Okay, I converted into the meter. Then what is the value finally you will get here? You will get 255.72 megapascal, and it is a negative. Why? It is a compressive. And what is the stress produced in the steel? That is a F divided by AS, that is a how much? 51.40 into 10 cube divided by what is the area? Area is a 2.36 into 10 power minus 4. Actually minus 4 is for the conversion of the meter, and finally what is the value? You will get 217.8 megapascal, and this is a tension. Okay.